the Deputy President, former President Uhuru, all protocols observed. I'm also uduto ni okwe uru. Okwe uru. Kapo kaloso, to da hero ni mondo I introduce. An go wado manaluwo. Wado manaluwo, bibo ngono sewe. Sewe nenigi not nindo. To negi aja ode. Odwa mana no mosu daka chiel.
To His Excellency, the President, Mama Ida, and everybody. Odinga Entabu Osewe, and you are Jacob, I'm also the area MCA. So I'll take this opportunity to welcome you all here because this is my ward. To Mama Ida, Ohula, Omuomowa, Takwa Imama Mempin, Nikikiwe Ulani, Odikodwa, ne Dr. Buru, ne Dr. Wenwa, Beryl, Adiambo, and the entire Odinga family. Let us keep together as always. To Raila's 3 children, we are not only proud of you, but we love you very much and we expect to see Baba in you. You are a mola, you are eating a kionge toji opeta. You are a mola, you are eating a toji chayo. You are a mola, you are eating a kionge toji ocha. You are a mola, you are eating a kionge toji kinya. Joey! Joey!
Amanya shule soko mamumo hivi. Sisi kumba ta una email. Una email taso.
My right hand is here today. Albe na kendo ga yona.
Sini tokni kwenye email na hiyo.
We mono mosu di chiel, en mana Raila mano miyago.
Jambo! I'm pleased to be here with special greetings from Ghana and from the Lucia family and the royal family to the great man who is lying down there. And I'm so pleased to be here, a man who stood for justice for the whole of Africa. So I'm so pleased and honored to be part and parcel of this process, saying a farewell to one of our finest and greatest. He was a very fine person with a finer mission and the finest vision for our country. That's why we're all here today. So here with the family. Thank you.
Sankara, Raila, Odinga, Buzia. Joey! 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 Thank you.
My water Martin, Achakena Gola was my third born brother.
Alongoni Papa Patron, Anchogo Machogo, Korago Imos, Winter. I go Imos, Aerocommando.
Thank you. You can go and sit. Yeah. I will delete and get back. Raila Molo Nyathiwa ninye no siepna. Ne kitwa chal. Othwon tathwon. Kono nuwa luor rekata. Samoro we are not take, tomare be take. Ah, Molo. Ah, Aluobo Odinga, Gimeri. Hey, nyatemo totama. Baba Nyasai no heri. Idi Odinga wonu. Idi Mary. Imos Gidute, Imos Tobias, Imos Albat. Imos Muodo Galogo. Iwe ni se chandria hinya. I chandrine Kenya to Kenya no kanekata. Wodo dingi chandrine Kenya. Itoki chandrine Kenya. Ada viwa. Kata kamano. Joey. Imichame Mari. Modong Girigen. Aluogi Imichame Mari. Modong Girigen. Sakwa wawinja malid. Sakwa lo. Lo jajuok. Sakwa nyolurulo, lo nyolurulo, lo jajuok. Do Raila mawodo dinga lo nyolurulo, lo jajuok. I don't want to say much, but I'm going to say this. I was with Raila throughout most of the time. Even when we left Fort Kenya, I was with him. We went to NDP together. And I remember in 97 when he came to Nakuru, myself and Honorable Ouda now, who used to be my youth, we went to Mercy Ferguson and told them we wanted to test their tinga. They gave us the tinga. We went and got him as he was entering Nakuru and took him up to Stem Hotel with the Mercy Ferguson tinga. I have been there. In 1982, some of you don't know, you only see me in this siasa. I'm the fan of the first women who was said that I was with my brother while he was picked to go to detention. I was forced by the society to be one of the first women exilees. I went living in Uganda, Tanzania, and ended up in Zimbabwe. When my brother was supposed to be taken back to detention in 1990, he was asked where he wanted to go. He said, I'm going to Norway to my sister. Raila became a refugee in Norway, staying with me, Ruth Odinga. I'm just saying this to show you that this was a stoic man. The family has suffered because he sacrificed himself. Some of you are looking here, you don't know what Mama Ida has gone through. I used to know, I stayed with her. Being alone with that for all those years, the 9 years we were mentioning. Some of these men, my fellow colleagues, even MPs here, to hear just about a cell, I was saying, you know, Raila won't go to Yedogajela, he got quiet to Dongajela, he got shell, Ario. Nyakochiko, mana di chuo ko hok di chuo. Otuan ko sok otuan. Otuan ko sok otuan. Ochanda ne Kenya ko sok ochanda ne Kenya. Nyakamane koro mogikni. Raila to kapon iba ko mana Kenya. Anyo go kodwambaka. Anyo oro dogi mo wacho ni mono nyiona ticket. Ago ero kamano ne joma ne Raila at last minute. Jomoko go ga joma ni around Raila to mage nyithind Raila. Sala njiwe mo kan salo cage. Ne vedo gi Raila kamora mora. Ground. Ogeta ki wani neno. Gi Dr. Lunya. Gi wini nyaka wuor. Gabia onge gima tek kineno ng'ama thuon ka Raila ka koro nindo piny joka ma ok kawuono onge gima tek. Ratego nindo. Wakoni koro baba ji gi kwe. Ok no yotnwa. Jothurwa. Anamor na nyutul bonga laktar ma Odinga. Ane laktar ma thiedho ji te chakre Dr. Burma wado manikani. Nyamera mo ni chanan go India. Iluongo ni Raila chieng'. Podo tuo ko nya chop. To nyamera kane tuo to monya ya to openyen be self en laktar. Kanyo dhi oro na ticket. Monda dhi abed kode kaka laktar. Ana na neno kaka Raila molo dingo to. Natiwa digi kwe. And what you said about our party must remain. You told me that at 8 in the evening, the day before you passed on in the morning. It was only a weak party. We must be united. ODM must be united. And it must be strong. And if it is not strong, if it is not strong, ODM! 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 ODM must unite. We cannot have the ODM in Guinea-Wuko, another ODM being led by some other people, another ODM being led by the few people who think they own the party. ODM belongs to all of us. Some of you who want to take it now don't even know how we started ODM. ODM in Marwa. And we are going to go to any negotiation table with a strong, united, one ODM. That's why I want to be more.
I now want to take this opportunity to invite my sister, Dr. Wenwa Akinyi Odinga Oranga, is a long name. Dr. Wenwa Akinyi, or we call her also Dodi. Ma'am, where are you?
Thank you. Thank you, Your Excellency, William Samoei RUTO, and all protocol observed. Jothurwa, and when Wakinyi, Mandameno Wadga Kinyi, Usevijo Ganyangno, Usevijo Ningmano Wadga Kinyi, and Yakin, Goradwa introduce, Anne Maduong, Kwom Jaramogi, Anne Maduong, Yawe Manotelo, Oburu Neduong, Kaya Raila, Kaya Gola, Rokwom Nyiri Ane Maduong. From your teacher, it is my responsibility to introduce the other Jaramogi's daughters. I'm here, they are here.
All protocols observed. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, and Your Excellency, former President of Kenya, Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta, my sister-in-law, Canon Dr. Aida Odinga, and all distinguished guests. I'm Pauline Oginga. I'm a County Chief Officer, Public Service Administration, County Government of Mombasa. So I would wish just to say that we've been students of the late. He was a brother, he was a mentor, he was a supporter. He's someone who encouraged me to realize my potential. So in losing him today, I've not just lost a brother, but I've lost a strong support system. Our father died when we were young, and our brothers took over. So today, I feel bereaved twice. So for all of us who are his students, it's upon us to make sure that our spine is strong. We implement all that he's taught us. Long live the king, and long live the crown. The king has gone, but the crown is still there. Jaramogi family will fight on. We'll stand strong, and we will prove that the genes are very strong. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll ride on the protocol already observed. I will not talk, but I will just clarify on my name, because when I was reading the eulogy, I didn't make it clear. My name is Emily Anyango Odinga, and I'm a sister to the late Honorable Raila Odinga. I'll just say sorry. Sorry to the whole world. Sorry to Kenya. Sorry to the Luo. Erokamano, long live Baba. Go well, Jakawur. Erokamano.
So I also have my people here, my children. Let them introduce themselves.
Aya, kwa majina naitwa Jaramogi Orango. Kama ningekuwa najua ati nitaongea, ningeenda niulize Uhuru anisaidie na ile uji alikunywa na Raila. Sasa siwezi simama hapa niseme ati naogopa kuongelesha nyinyi wote. Kusema ukweli, niko na jasho, natoa jasho ingine mbaya sana hapa juu. Lakini kama ningesema hapana, mjue hata mimi mamangu wako hapa, na hata mimi nataka kuishi hadi 80. Mimi nataka kufika 80, na kama nimesema ati sitaki kuongea, hata mimi mngeniweka tu pale tu. So mimi nataka tu kusema kuna tu mtu mmoja unajua Raila ni mtu, labda ulikuwa unampenda ama uko unampendi, lakini ni lazima ulikuwa unamheshimu. Hivi tu vile tunapendanga kupinga serikali, unajua ni huyu mtu ndio alituletea hiyo, he gave us that ability to do that. Na sitaki kusikia ati uni mtu sijui alikuwa anapenda ukabila ama sijui nini. Kuna kitu kama hiyo. So napenda tu kusema asante kwa baba, na nataka ku pass my condolences kwa Auntie Aida na kila mtu mwingine. Asanteni sana kwa kukuja na kwa kunikusikiza. Asante.
Thank you. Then there's my daughter, Miriam. Oh, let her introduce herself, but she's also a musician.
I'm also Ujite. I'm also kwa majina naitwa Miriam Wenwa Oranga. I am the niece to late Baba, so I won't say much, lakini niko na dedication ningependa kupeana kwa kila mtu, and just kusema poleni sana kwa familia, na we are walking this path together, so poleni sana kama familia na wananchi. Asanteni. I'm singing. All right. Hallelujah. 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 I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. You don't really care for music, do ya? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor chord, and the major lift. Baffled king composing hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Rest in peace, Baba. Asanteni sana.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so now I'll have to say something. By the way, this is the most difficult eulogy that I have ever made. I'm not a guy, actually for the first time, I'm in Yokatekna. My father used to call Oburu Wod Komolo Ondugu, and he used to call Raila Wod Luo. So then quickly the names changed to Wodi and Aluo. So me, I grew up knowing Raila as Aluo. Oburu was mostly away in school in South Nyanza. He didn't spend much time with us. But Raila would be left to look after us, to cook for us whenever my mother was away. And then Oburu said the other day that Raila liked news, even from the time he was a little child. Let me tell you, whenever he was left to look after us, and he's going to cook and it's news time, he would put me there to listen to news and then tell him later what had been said. Can you imagine? I'm supposed to listen to the radio, to the news, and when he comes, I'm supposed to tell him what was said in news. I was not more than 6 years old, I'm sure. I would hear the name of the newscaster. He was called Cosmas Bala, or what they call Work. And then I used to hear the name Accra, Ghana. And then I used to hear an advertisement, Vaseline hair tonic. But my English was poor. So when he came, I would only tell him those things. But then I would say, Vaseline hair tonic instead of Vaseline hair tonic. And then Oburu will tell you maybe how Raila was strong-headed. In school, there was a rule that when you are caned by the teacher, you were supposed to get up, salute, and say, thank you, teacher, which he refused to do. Every time he would get up, walk away, saying things about the teacher, maybe just mumbling, and the teacher would call him back, cane him again, until the teacher gave up. Maybe Oburu will tell you more. Then, so Raila was a very, very disciplined. When he was a lecturer at the University of Nairobi, and also later when he was a director with Kenya Bureau of Standards, staying in his house was a nightmare. He would wake us up at 4 a.m. No matter what time he went to sleep, there would be a commotion. He's already going to take his morning jog, and maybe take the dog also for jogging. And then by 6 a.m., he's ready to leave for work. He was working at the Kenya Bureau of Standards. So when you're working under him, you could not be late, because if your boss is already there after just at 6 o'clock, you cannot even lie that you are there on time. And he introduced an attendance register. I mean, you had to clock in. You had to clock in, and he knew exactly what time you had come. So the third one, the fourth one. Sorry. Then let me say that as a family, I know most of you won't believe it, but we also used to have our differences. We have, even now, we have our differences, and we can have very hot arguments. Raila and I, sometimes we used to have very hot arguments. You'll see that when he's telling us, he's trying to explain some of even his political moves, he'll be looking at me, because he knows me, I would not spare him. I used to tell him, him back got hurt by our security organs. I know you are supposed to be peaceful, but even our security organs, surely you are well trained. You should be able to control around the crowd, killing them without shooting, without hurting them. So as Raila's tribute and respect for Raila, let that be the last time that such a thing happens. I think that would be a befitting remembrance for Raila. Let me just say that there are few people. Ogeta, Maurice, your father, you were behind him, even at the last minute, the last talk, the last jog, the last step he took, you were behind him. Winnie Chogo, thank you very much for being with your dad when he was sick. As for Adhiambo Nyakamami, Ruth, I don't know what to tell you. You know, we planned with you together that you should rush to India and take care of Raila, and you are updating me every day, several times a day, and even that last day, when you told me he had collapsed, you kept on calling me. I was the first person you called until the last minute when you called, and now you are just crying. You did not talk, you are crying. So the two of us, we just wept. We wept for the second last son of our mother, Mary. Now, Oburu, you have been guiding us very well as a father. Please, I know that is your best friend and he has gone, but you please continue keeping us together as a family. Mama Ida, you are a strong lady and you have a beautiful family. Please continue putting us all together. I think Odinga Tieko. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, my sister. I now want to take this opportunity to invite Taurei, who is the son of my sister Achieng, and Achieng is not able to come because she is a bit indisposed, and she is bringing her condolences through her son to Taurei to tell you one or two things. Taurei, please.
Hello, Your Excellency, fellow dignitaries, my family and friends. I'm here representing Beryl Ocheng Odinga. I'm her son, her last born. Other daughters couldn't make it at the moment. But we're here representing her. I'd just like to tell you all that Baba was Mom's best friend. He really cared about her, saw her through thick and thin, and even right now, I'm married to someone from Game. She's back there, her name is Brenda, and Baba contributed heavily to our marriage. To this day, you can still hear him telling us the same things over and over. Your marriage is the strongest thing that you have in this life. And I just want to thank him for that and everything that he contributed towards our family. Thank you.
All protocols observed, I would now want to say a few words about my brother Raila. I want to tell the mourners today that I have lost my best friend in life. I will never have any other friend like Raila. And it is with heavy heart that I stand before you to mourn him, and I really feel like not saying anything because my best friend is gone. I would like to tell you people just a little bit about Raila. I cannot say it because it is too much. I cannot tell you. It can take the whole day. But I want to tell you that from childhood, Raila was a very, very caring boy. But he was also very principled. If he felt that he was being misused, he refused. For instance, one time, my father used to live in Kisumu, and we were living with my brother Raila in Nyamira here. And we used to go to Maranda school every morning in the dews before we reached school. We reached school when we were very wet. And one day, because my father used to come back home here every weekend, and when he came back that weekend, he expected us to be picking cotton, because this area used to be a cotton growing area. And all of us had woken up so early to go and pick cotton, because Mzee was very strict. Everybody had to go and pick cotton. But Raila was still sleeping. So when Mzee asked him why he is not picking cotton, he told Mzee, "Baba, don't you know it is very difficult to pick cotton? Why don't you also try to pick it?" And Mzee was not amused. So Mzee disciplined him a little for that statement. Again, the other time, my mother was going for a funeral to Alego, and he went to school and asked permission so that we could look after our siblings, the children, who are my sister Akinyi, who has just spoken here, and the other Achieng, whose son has spoken here. Those who are still small kids. So when we missed school for one day, the next day when we went to school, the same teacher gave us a lot of beatings, why we missed class. But my mother was not amused. So my mother went there to quarrel, but before then, when this teacher was disciplining us in class, he expected us to salute him after he has given you the beating, the saluting. But Raila refused to salute the teacher. So the teacher was not amused. The teacher called him, "Come again for another beating." He came back, and again the teacher gave him another beating. He refused to salute. The third time, when the teacher gave him the last beating, he told the teacher that you are caning me for nothing, and my mother asked you for permission. So don't cane me again. And I can tell you that my brother also liked school. He liked school and he never missed school. And like my other brother, Agola, who did not enjoy school very much, but whenever my father put him to discipline, he went to school and studied, and that time he becomes number one. So can you imagine somebody who is a bottom and next term he is number one? And Raila was always number one in class during those days. And Raila loved sport so much so that when we came back to Nyamira, we had a field where we were practicing jumping, we were practicing pole vault, we were practicing triple jump and other athletics. So Raila became a member of the management of the Athletics Association later, and he was a great lover of football. His team was called Arsenal. Raila was and he was also a patron of Gor Mahia. He also became a patron of Gor Mahia. And recently, you remember, when Kenya was participating in the football match for Africa, he was with Excellency the President at Kasarani Stadium to cheer. And whenever they were there with His Excellency, Kenya team won. It is only the day when His Excellency missed the football and Raila also missed the football that the Kenya team lost. But, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to bore you with the long speeches. We were with Raila in Germany. If you people see, he has some mark on his head. There is another mark here on his mouth. Those were, the one in his mouth was in Kisumu when we were playing at the place where Ofafa Memorial Hall is now placed. And we were playing and jumping over mango trees. And Raila fell down and I had to carry him on my back. And other people were laughing at me. That Oburu was crying. Oh, I know Raila, wewe umeumia. Raila, umia. But there it was. And the other one was in Germany. He met that accident. But he was a very brave man. I tell you, one day, when 1982, when there was an attempted coup, and my brother was arrested and charged with treason, I tell you, that was another very, very sad moment for us. I went to see my brother at committee prisons, and when he was in the black uniform, which is only for people who are in the death row, and I saw him in that uniform, and I cried. He was laughing and telling me, this is nothing, all this will go. I told him, how will it go and you are on the death row? I was really shaken when I saw him in that type of uniform. But Raila was so brave when he was fighting for justice. He braved it and he never feared anything.